Hello everyone. Follow up about the video that I posted, that I was waiting and I have been praying for something and some people for 10 years and 2 months. And on Monday, I was supposed to go meet that person and I was very excited. And, I had something. My dog was sick and she was bleeding everywhere because she cut her ear. And it was a mess on Monday, right? But I was like, okay, God, thank you so much. Finally, my prayer was answered, and I drove hour and 7 minutes or so to go meet with that person. But then I got there, it was too late. The person had left, and I was like, oh my God, I waited all those years to see this person again. I was so excited. I prayed about it all the time. It didn't happen. So at first I started to feel disencouraged and sad. And I was like, oh my God, they might feel like I didn't care enough. But thank God I had made this video. And I didn't watch the video, but I remember what I said on the video, right? On the video, I commented and I said that, we don't want to lose hope. We don't want to lose faith, and we don't want to stop praying. So when I remember those words, it kind of helped me to deal with the fact that, I was so excited and so grateful that finally God answered, right, the prayer. And I was going to see this person that I have not seen since July of 2013. And I was so excited about it. But then things happened, and then I got, caught up on the things that I was doing at home. And I was feeling frustrated, and I was feeling anxious, and I was upset because things, I think it was just all the emotions of the, because I was so desperate to see them, right? That I might helped the situation not go too well prior to meeting this person. So, but then I thought about it, and I said, you know what? My day didn't start good. I don't like to say my day didn't start good and didn't finish good, because, I believe that if your day, something happened, there's a reason why. And I was like, you know what? I was like, oh, maybe they just felt frustrated because they came and as meeting didn't happen. But at the same time, I kind of had to talk to myself, and I was like, you know what? I got to go to a place that I love to go, and I got to spend time with people that I love to spend time with. And me being there, it was so wonderful because I got to feel so much love, and I got to laugh, and I got to do things that I love to do. That, I wasn't able to see and to get to what the initial intent was supposed to be, right? But at the same time, I was grateful that I went there and got to do what I did for the day. And I say, God, you know why, and your timing is always right. And so instead of allowing myself to get discouraged or disappointed, I said, I'll leave it in your hands again. If it is supposed to happen, it will happen. I feel like one door has been open and only God can shut. And I trust and believe that with all my heart. Like, this experience just reminded me again the importance of just trusting Him and believing that we do not have to wonder and to cry and to sit there and wait. No, we just put in His hands and we let it go. And this is what I did. Today is Thursday, and I'm still happy. I'm still smiling. I'm still hopeful. I'm not frustrated. There's no guilt why it didn't happen. There's no frustration. There's no anger, because this situation has made me understand that I am trusting God. And when we cannot, and to understand that not every situation is in our hands. And sometimes, as much we want to change the situation or we want to do something, we cannot do, on our own. We need God. And as much we want something and we prayed for something, it doesn't mean that we're going to get the results right when we think we'll get the results. And And our faith grows, right? Our faith grows because we're like, God, only you know why. And if I had something to do with it, please show me so that I can grow and not repeat the same thing. But at the same time, it's like, you know what? You are God. I'm not. I'm just a person that doesn't even know and understand myself. Many times you do. You know me. You knew me before I was born, and you know what is gonna happen to me in another 10 years. I don't. So that's why it's so important to just trust, and let go and let God. Like, I was like, oh my God, at first I was trying to figure out why it didn't happen. Maybe that person didn't want. Maybe this and this. Maybe if I would done this different. But then I was like, why? Why do always beat ourselves up for something? Especially if something didn't go our way. We always want to beat ourselves up. We don't want to do that. No more beating ourselves up. Let's just accept the things that we cannot change. Be grateful for what we have. Be grateful for the things that we can change. And be hopeful for the future. Trusting that God is God Almighty, that He knows what we don't know, and He has us in His hands. We are not God. We are not wise like God. We don't have the answers like God. We do have many questions, but we don't have the answers. So I'm just grateful for that kind of understanding, to be able to have peace when things don't go exactly how we wanted them to go, for being able to have peace when things don't go our way and we don't understand why, or when you're waiting for something for so long and you finally feel like yes, is the moment, and it doesn't happen, right? Because I remember years ago, this situation would really crush my heart. I would feel horrible, like maybe I didn't put enough effort, whatever. But no, we all have our lives, regardless. We all have our own things to do with it, and sometimes our lives and the other people's lives will not come together for whatever reasons. It doesn't mean it's not supposed to happen. It doesn't mean that something just is bad. Sometimes it's just because of, yes, we have different lives. We are independent people, right? And we just need to trust and believe that when time is right, things are gonna happen the way they are supposed to happen. So it's just a little update of that video. I don't need to erase that video because it's good. I hope that somehow I get to help somebody. Like, if you pray about something and you really want it so bad, and you feel like, oh my God, you're so close, and then right when you think you got it, it slips out of your hands. I just want you to understand that everything happens for a reason. Everything has its own time, and stop beating yourself up. And if it is supposed to happen, it's gonna happen. You do not need to force it. You don't need to cry about it. You don't need to be depressed. Nothing, because when something is supposed to happen, it will happen regardless. And we just need to try it. We just need to trust. God is God Almighty, right? He knows what we don't know. And in life is gonna go well, and you're gonna have peace. You're gonna be able to sleep at night. You're gonna be able to eat, and you just gonna have peace in your heart. So yes, I hope that you feel encouraged today. Don't give up hope. Continue to pray about the same things that you've been praying about. Don't beat yourself up. There are things that are not in your control, and only God has the control. I love you all. Have a wonderful Thursday.